Hello, mamas. My name is Koya, and welcome to this well-balanced prenatal yoga class. This class is for individuals who have practiced yoga pre-pregnancy. This week we are 19 weeks pregnant. I thought I was over my nausea, and then of course the next day I wake up nauseous and vomiting. So, pregnancy just seems to throw things at you when you least expect, and you kind of just roll with the punches. So, yep, well into our second trimester and still having nausea. Other than that, I do feel like I'm having more energy. My husband and I recently found out the gender. We're really excited we're having a boy. We did opt to wait for the anatomy ultrasound and had this really lovely ceremony together to reveal the gender to one another. That being said, today's practice, you're going to need hopefully just one bolster. We'll see how we're feeling, but at least one bolster or a firm pillow, whatever you have at your disposal at home. A yoga strap is always nice just to have, and then 2 yoga blocks. I'm currently sitting on a blanket, which during pregnancy I found offers much more support to my pelvic floor, my sacrum, my back, just my overall body. I like to sit on something soft. We're going to start in a seated posture, whatever is comfortable to you. We're going to bring our hands to our babe. Close your eyes, shoulders back. Just tune in. Let's do 3 deep breaths here, connecting with yourself and with babe. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. We're going to bring our hands to our knees. We're going to do 8 head rolls one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to bring our head back up, shoulder rolls back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And do just one more back. Open up the shoulders. We're going to come to our hands and knees. So if you are sitting on a blanket, just move that to the side. Hands and knees. Wrists right under the shoulders. Knees under the hips. We want our feet flat on the mat. And from here, we're going to inhale, do a little cat-cow. Exhale, drop the belly, open the chest, gaze up. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, round over. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up, open the chest. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, belly button to spine, round the thoracic spine. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, drop the belly, gazes up. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, round over. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. We're going to bring our right foot back behind us, extend it straight. Toes are tucked under as if you're in a plank position, but just on one side. Maintain a neutral spine and a flat sacrum. And press that heel back. Engage the thigh. Draw your belly button to your spine, shoulders down. Really press back. And release back down. Other side. Left leg goes back. Tuck the toes. Press that heel back. Keep your spine straight. Your hips parallel with the ground. Really press the heel. And come back to neutral. Come back to both knees on the ground. Again, bring the right leg back. Straight leg. Extend the thigh. heel is pressing back. Stay here. And I want you to bring the left arm up, parallel with your left ear, and reach it out in front of you. Keep your belly button to spine, shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, release. Come back to all fours. Left leg comes back, press the heel back, find that neutral spine, belly button in, and reach the right arm parallel with your right ear and reaching out. Feel like your leg and your arm are reaching in opposite directions. Keep that sacrum flat and square with the ground. Inhale and exhale. Bring the right leg back again. Reach the heel back. This time we're going to lift the foot off the ground, just as high as feels comfortable and as high as allows to keep that sacrum straight. And if you're comfortable here, stay here. If you want a little bit more strength training, reach the left arm forward. Stay here. Inhale, reach, 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 and exhale, come down. Other foot, left leg reaches back. Lift up the left leg. Engage the obliques here. Belly button comes to spine. Shoulders down. Perfectly fine to stay here. Or if you want, reach the right arm forward. Reach, inhale, and exhale, release. We're just going to wag the tail here. So move your hips side to side and have your head also move side to side with your hips. So left hip comes left and you're looking over your left shoulder. Same thing with the right. Just a nice release. Really nice. Now tuck the toes. Inhale and exhale, downward dog. Pedal out the feet here. Inhale, gaze forward. And walk your feet to the front of your mat. Find your blocks. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, reach forward. Bend your knees. Find your hips. Inhale, straighten up to standing. Do a few Surya Namaskars. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Find your blocks. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. One inhale. Exhale, gaze forward. Walk your feet up. Find your blocks. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, reach a little further. Bend your knees. Find your hips. Inhale up. Exhale, relax. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Walk your feet forward. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, find your hips. Inhale up. Arms reach up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. And you can always come down to your knees if you don't feel comfortable coming to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, gaze between your hands. Walk forward. Find your blocks. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, bend your knees, find your hips. Inhale up. Arms reach up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. At the end of the next exhale, step your right leg forward. Ground the back leg. Inhale, warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Firmly engage the left back leg. Right knee is tracking over the right ankle. You can interlace your hands together. Biceps right next to your ears. You're trying to draw the right hip forward, but don't force it forward. Be gentle here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come to warrior two. Open up the hip. Arms come down. Make sure that right knee is still tracking over the right ankle. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Find your hips. We're going to bring that back leg in further. So we're shortening our stance. We can either keep your heel in line with your arch, or if you want a little bit more stability, you can widen your stance here. So bring your feet a little bit further away from each other and towards the long edges of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Trikonasana, exhale. Reach your right arm forward. Find your shin. Left arm comes up, gaze is up. You can also use your block on the outside of your right foot if you find that gives you a little bit more stability. Feel like your left hip has a string attached to the ceiling and it's drawing you up. We're going to come to Virabhadrasana 2. So Virabhadrasana 3. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Bend your front knee. Find your block and have it flat. Now, if you're not comfortable doing this without a wall, you can find a wall behind you. If you want to hold on to a chair, now's the time to get one. But if you feel comfortable that you're not going to fall, ground your foot, ground your hand, and come up. To a warrior three. Sorry, Thomas, you're going to have to change that. We'll come back into Trikonasana. Bring your left hand, left hip. We're going to come to a half moon pose. So you're going to bend the front knee, find a block, and we're going to step up. Now, if you're not comfortable or feel steady here, find a wall to give you a little bit more stability, or find a chair if you feel good here. And inhale and exhale. Come up. We don't want you falling here, so if this is too much, you can even just have your foot down. And just bring your foot up and then down and up and then down. If you feel good here, you can extend the left arm up towards the sky. Engage that bottom thigh, really ground into that foot. Bend the front leg, find your hip, come back down. Straighten the front leg. We're going to turn the left hip in. Widen your stance here. So your feet are going out towards the long edges of your mat. Square off your hips. Inhale, widen your chest. Exhale, fall forward. Parsvottanasana. Grab your blocks, have them on either side of the front foot. Make sure your low back and your sacrum are parallel with the short end of your mat. We don't want one hip hiking up. It's usually the left hip. So draw the right hip back and use your hand to make sure your sacrum is flat. Bend the front leg, reach your left leg back, come into a low lunge. So left knee down, untuck the toes, move the blocks out of your way. Now you can stay here, or if you want a little bit more challenge, you can bend the left leg, reach around back, and grab a hold of the left foot. A really nice hip opener, quadricep release. You can move your foot side to side to target different muscle groups. Release the leg. Bring both hands on the inside of your right foot and stay here, or come down into your elbows. Get a little bit more stretch. You can move your hips side to side if that feels good to you. Come back up. And what we're going to do is we're going to shift our bodies so now we're facing the front of the room, the long edge of the mat. I'm going to flex the left foot. So now you're just resting on your right foot. If you're able to have the right heel down, fantastic. If not, you can be up on your toes. Just lean forward slightly. Come onto your elbows. You can stay on your hands. You can even shift your body so you're facing more the left leg and come down. Whatever feels right or good for you. From here, you're actually going to shift your weight over to the left foot. There you go. Now we're going to come into a low lunge. So now your hips are going to shift toward the short edge of your mat. Untuck the toes. Excuse me, actually we're going to keep the toes tucked. We're going to come to a downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, left leg forward. Ground the back leg. Inhale, warrior one. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open up that hip. Shoulders down. Inhale, straighten the front leg, hands to hips. Shorten your stance. Inhale, arms up. Actually, make sure you grab your blocks. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach the left arm forward, Trikonasana. Right arm reaching up towards the sky. Right hip feels like you're extending upward towards the ceiling. Ribs in and down. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee. Right arm, right hand comes to right hip. Grab a block. Or come to a half moon. If you need to have more support here, either finding a wall for behind you or a chair to hold on to, now is the time. Inhale, exhale, come up. Flex the back foot. Engage the left thigh. If you feel stable here, you can reach the right arm up. Bend the front knee. Return the hand to the hip. Come on down. Straighten the front thigh and come up. We're going to square our hips to the front of our mat. So widen the stance so your feet are closer to the long edges of your mat. Draw the right hip forward. Shoulders rolling down and back. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fall forward. Ardha. Find your blocks. Maintain a straight spine here. Engage those thighs. Check your sacrum to make sure that your hips are square and parallel with the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee. Reach the right leg back. Come into a low lunge. Move your blocks to the side. You can either stay here or bend that right knee. Reach for that right foot. Get a nice quadricep stretch here. Release the foot. Bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. You can either stay here or come down to your elbows. Move your hips side to side. Come back up to your hands, and then we're going to shift our hips. So now we're going to be facing the long edge of our mat, the front of the room. And again, you can either have your heel, left heel planted down, or you can be up on your toes. You're going to come forward. You can either have your palms flat and bend at the elbows, or come down onto your elbows. And just play with this posture. You can have your heel down. You could be facing a little bit more diagonal towards the right leg. Just make sure that right foot is flexed. Come back onto the palms. We're going to shift our weight so that we're in the middle of both feet. We're going to actually straighten our legs and bring our palms directly down in front of us. We want our feet parallel, so they're straight, thighs are engaged, shoulders down. Inhale and exhale, bend the elbows. Allow yourself to fall forward. Vasarita Padadonasana. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale all the way up. We're gonna heel toe our feet closer together, wider than hip distance apart, and actually at a 45-degree angle, so facing the corners of our mat. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, come to Malasana. I almost do this pose in every practice. Just a really nice preparation for what we're aiming towards our birthday. And so you can take a block and put it directly under your sit bones, or you can leave it out, allow gravity to pull you down. Make sure your sit bones are pointing directly towards your mat. Shoulders are back, elbows are pressing into your knees, and you're in a prayer position at your heart. Have your gaze be slightly upward. Try not to let your feet roll in. Try to keep your outer edges of your feet planted. It just changes the whole pose. Targeting different parts of your hip. One more inhale. And exhale, release. We're going to put our hands behind us and sit. Come into a Baddha Konasana. So I am going to take a blanket and have my sit bones be resting directly on the blanket. That's just more comfortable for me. And our soles of our feet are going to be together here. We're going to take just a really mild twist here. So bring your right arm directly behind your sacrum, your left hand, left knee. Just do a little mild twist here. If it's too much to be in a Baddha Konasana, you can also just be in a Sukhasana and twist. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale. Left hand behind your sacrum, right hand to right hand to left knee, and twist. Come back to center. We're going to bring our both hands behind us, one behind each hip. We're going to open our chest, open our shoulders. Collarbones are wide, gaze is up. And you can either stay here, or you can bring your hands directly to your feet or the floor in front of you and start to slowly lower yourself down. If you don't have the mobility to do this, or if it's not comfortable, again, just keep your hands behind you, open up your chest. This is a really great pose for opening up the pelvic floor, opening up the hips, and also keeping the pelvic floor toned. Nice release of the lower lumbar. Inhale back up. We're going to take a wide leg straddle, Upavishta Konasana. Shake your legs out just a little bit. Inhale, lengthen the spine upward. We're going to keep the backs of our thighs firmly planted on the ground. Engage the thighs here. Keep the feet flexed. We're going to slowly walk our hands forward. If you have a bolster or a block, you can keep that in front of you. You can rest your forehead on it. Shoulders are down. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale back up. Really nice. Now we're going to take a Shavasana. This is a little bit of a shorter class today. Normally I would have a blanket close by to put around my body, but it was a little bit of a warmer day, so I didn't feel it was necessary. You got to choose which Shavasana feels best for you. In our classes, we've done a side lying, I've done a Shavasana in Baddha Konasana, and I've done a supported Shavasana. So I'm going to do a supported Shavasana. If you want to do that with me, grab your bolster or your firm pillow. We're going to bring our sacrums directly to the base of it. You can keep your knees first bent. And we're just going to slowly lower ourselves onto the bolster. Extend your feet out. We're going to have our arms about 45 degrees, palms facing up. Shoulders are open here. And just relax here. Relax your forehead, your jaw, and your neck. You can rock your head side to side to help encourage relaxation. We're going to take 10 deep breaths here on your own time. You can start now. Release the count. Just breathe normally. When you feel ready, you can roll off your bolster to one side or the other. Be really gentle and mindful where you are. You may have different tools nearby. Push yourself up. Come to a seated position. I'm going to find my blanket to sit on. Roll your shoulders back. Have a gentle closed eyes. Take a moment, just breathe with yourself and with your babe. You can open your eyes, bring your hands to prayer. Thank you for showing up today and practicing with us, and we'll see you next week. Namaste.